There's an ancient Egyptian obelisk here, and more surprised to hear that artifacts tied to Freemasonry were found under it at its original location in Egypt. Is there a reason the obelisk was placed in Central Park? Could this New York connection to ancient Egypt redefine the history of our country?
That the Freemasons were involved in getting it over here from Egypt, and you being a New York Freemason, I thought, who better to ask?
Absolutely. It was by fellow brother Henry Honeychurch Goringe, of course, is a Freemason.
Honeychurch Goringe was a Civil War veteran and a lieutenant in the United States Navy. He arranged a furlough just so he could lead the effort to bring the obelisk from Egypt to New York's Central Park.
Never get tired of looking at her.
Likewise. You know, some differences. The obelisk is 70 feet, and Lady Liberty is 305 feet. Liberty was sent here in over 200 cartons. Meanwhile, the obelisk was sent here in one
And
piece.
then she was assembled, and the obelisk was brought over in one piece.
Around 96th Street, they had built a trestle bridge. It was only used for that one time.
Just for the obelisk,
Just for
to
that.
get it to
Exactly.
Central Park.
Exactly right.
Wow.
Vanderbilt family, they were the ones that made their money in the railroad business. When Cornelius Vanderbilt died, he left his son William $100 million. That would be worth $2 billion in today's dollars. Today, there are still a couple Vanderbilts in the public eye. Fashion designer Gloria Vanderbilt and her son, journalist Anderson Cooper. But the question is, why would a family founded by railroad tycoons pay a fortune to bring this obelisk to America?
You know, Brendan, when you think about this, to bring a 200-ton massive piece of stone over from Egypt here to America, that was an engineering marvel. Fantastic elements of geometry and mathematics. And these concepts were very important to the ancient Egyptians, of course, and to modern Freemasons.
When I was in D.C. investigating secrets about the city's design, the Washington Monument was also under restoration. I found out that the city was laid out in accordance with a precise plan dictated by Freemason George Washington to an architect named Pierre L'Enfant. Structures like the Washington Monument and the White House were designed by Freemasons and were placed in very specific spots which create alignments and Masonic symbols when seen from above. I feel like the obelisk the Masons placed here in New York must be part of something bigger as well. But what? And I think Freemasonry is what connects this obelisk to the one in Central Park.
Recognize that face? George
Yes,
Washington.
George Washington.
This is where he attended church. When he became president,